Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Python beginner tutorial series, today let's discuss about the difference between list, set, tuple and dictionary. Alright, so if you have been following my previous videos in the playlist, I have given you a detailed information about all these four data types, like how to work with list, how to work with set, how to work with tuples and dictionary. Alright, so if you are really interested, I would suggest you to start looking into those videos. But for now, what I did is I'm just going to give you a summary about all those key items that we have discussed, so that you do not confuse with each and every items, and you will have a very clear understanding about when and where to use these four data types. All right, yeah, now we'll start looking into that one by one. So the definition I have listed down all here are very all are very readable and user friendly to understand. So I have splitted it based on few parameters, so that you will have a very clear understanding about how list, tuple, set and dictionary behaves with this different parameter perspective. All right, first thing is order. So list is ordered, tuple is ordered, set is unordered, and dictionary with the latest Python version, that is Python version 3.7 and above, it is ordered. Previously it was unordered. So when we say unordered and unordered, do not confuse it with sorted order. Sorted is something very different. When we say ordered, it means once you create the items in specific order, you cannot change it. All right, it will not change. Whereas if you take an example of set, so if say you created a set and next time you run it, the order in which you are specified will not be the same. Okay, so it will be varying for each and every runtime, for each and every run. So you can refer to my previous videos where I have discussed in detail about this particular parameter. All right, second one is mutation. So mutation means you can change. Mutable means, in general, mutable means you can change the elements. Immutable means you cannot change the elements. All right, so lists are mutable, tuples are immutable, sets are mutable, and dictionaries are mutable. So it means once I've created a list, you can change the list, you can alter and you can play with it. Whereas with tuples, you cannot do anything with the tuples. So once created, it is as it is. Sets are mutable, you can change with sets. Dictionaries are mutable too. All right, so this is the difference from the mutation perspective. From the representation perspective, I think this is something very easy, which we have been discussing in our previous videos, right? So lists are represented with square brackets, tuples are enclosed with parentheses, sets are enclosed with curly braces. Again, dictionaries are enclosed within curly braces, but we will have items in the key value pair format. Okay, that is something very important to note. And from function point of view, we can use inbuilt function called list for list, and we can use tuple function when you want to work with tuples. You can use set when you want to create a new set. You can use dict method when you want to create a new dictionary. All right, and moving on, from a duplicate element point of view, we have list can allow various duplicate elements, so it will definitely allow multiple duplicate elements. Similarly, tuple can also allow duplicate elements. Set will not allow duplicate elements. So this is something very important to note. The key reason why you go for set data type is because you want to remove and avoid duplicates in the list of items, right? So this is the this is a key item that you should remember every time. Okay, set does not allow duplicate element at all. And with dictionaries, now you can have duplicate values, but keys cannot be duplicate. Okay, because keys are like indexes, so it cannot be duplicate at any time, right? And you can use these particular syntaxes to create a empty elements, right? You can create an empty list, you can create an empty list, empty tuple, you can create an empty set using this particular format, and you can create an empty dictionary using this particular format. Okay, this is how you can create empty elements. So I've just listed an example for you to understand the difference between how a list will we can see a list, how we can view a tuple, how a set is declared, how a dictionary is defined. So all these things are so I've just shown you a very basic example so that you have a pictorial representation of how list, tuple, set and dictionary looks. Alright, so yeah, finally we have something called usage. Let's start looking at where we can use this in the real-time world. Okay, so lists are used in JSON format and databases. Now if you have worked with few JSON files, you can definitely see I promise you would have definitely seen some list items within there. So that's something you know, if you can open any sample JSON file and see if you can find any list items within that. And also you can see you can use it in the databases too. Alright, so and tuples are used for inserting records in database through SQL query. Okay, if you want to if you remember your insert statement in SQL query, if you want to insert new items or new rows into your SQL query, right, you remember you can use some parentheses and you will pass some parameters, right? So in that way you can use tuples in the SQL query as well. And then we have sets. Sets are used to search unique elements and perform join operations. So there are like very many join operations in SQL, right? So you can if you look at those join operations, this set will be used there, and you can have a very clear understanding about how sets are used in real time in the join operation. Alright, and finally we have something called dictionary. Dictionary is something very widely used. You can in real time, I would promise that you would use this regularly. So dictionary is used to create a data frame with the list and is also used in the JSON. So if you worked with few inbuilt packages called pandas, and if you work with PySpark and all, you would have created few data frames, isn't it? So whenever you work with data frames and all, you can use dictionary. You would definitely use dictionary in those kind of situations. So this is another area where you can use all these 4 data types in real time. Okay, I would keep on listing few differences using append, using pop items, using remove method and all, but I think that would really make really complex to understand the differences. I think these are the key differences each and every developer should know, so that you do not confuse with when and where to use all these 4 data types. Okay guys, that's all what I want to cover as part of this particular video. In case if you have any queries regarding this, you can post it into the comment section. If you really like this video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.